have to order so that you know if this kid has to be referred or not is just an AP pelvis. Okay? Because what they're going to do is they're going to look at the iliac crest and they're going to see how ossified it is. And they're going to give you something called a risk grade based on how ossified this is, because that's a sign of skeletal maturity. Okay? So a grade 1 means that the iliac crests are 25% ossified. Grade 2 means that they're 25 to 50%. Grade 3 means that they're 50 to 75%. Grade 4 means they're 100%. And a grade 5 means, oh, that, no, hold on, I can think. What does grade 5 mean? Something has fused to something else. I forget. I'm going to hit the same profile. And, but your SI joints don't really fuse. Yeah. But I'll look that up. Look it up. There's a difference between 4 and 5. It doesn't matter hugely. The important thing to know is if you've got a kid who's RISR grade 1, it's going to be about 2 years before they're completely ossified and skeletally mature and make it to RISR grade 5. Okay. The lower the RISR grade, the greater the chance of curve progression because that kid has not finished growing.
Can you go back one slide?
Yes.
What film is that?
So you need to order a scoliosis series, okay, and that is available in Epic. And basically, they'll just get C-spine down to pelvis. It's a postural series, yeah. But the routine views do not, if it's a kid where you really need to know skeletal, you know, if it's an 18-year-old and you don't really need to know skeletal maturity, you're just documenting how much scoliosis they have. You don't need to get that AP pelvis view. If it's an 11-year-old and you're wondering if this is a kid who's going to progress, then you should probably get just an AP pelvis and ask for a RISR grade from the radiologist on that.
It's a fusion of the iliac apophysis to the iliac crest.
Okay, thank you.
With 100% ossification.
Okay. All right. So you want to know who's going to progress or not, so that you know who you need to refer. So girls are more likely to progress than boys. You need to look at their future growth potential, so not only their Tanner stage, but also that RISR grade that radiologist gave you. And then you also need to look at the curve magnitude at the time of diagnosis. So a Cobb angle that's 10 to 19 degrees is considered low to moderate scoliosis. 20 to 29 is moderate to severe. And 29 plus degrees is definitely severe scoliosis. Okay. So these are recommendations from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgery. So if you've got a low to moderate severity of your scoliotic curve with a low RISR grade, meaning they're still growing, then you repeat your X-ray in 6 months. You don't need to refer them. You just observe because they're low curvature. Same thing for this age group. So basically, if your number is less than 20, you repeat their series in 6 months and make sure they're not progressing. Okay? If they're between 20 to 29, so they're moderate in terms of their curvature, and their RISR grade is low, meaning they're still growing and they have a chance to progress, they're going to have their x-rays repeated in 6 months, but you're not going to be the one who's doing it. Ortho's going to be doing it. Okay? And if it's greater than 25 degrees, a lot of orthopedics are going to start to brace in this group. Okay. If it's 20 to 29 and their RISR grade is higher, you're still going to check every 6 months. It's ortho who's going to be doing it, but it's possible they're going to observe. They might brace, more likely they'll just observe if the patient's not too symptomatic. If it's severe, it doesn't matter what RISR grade they're at. Okay, you refer them, and they're going to need to be braced. And if it's greater than 40, they're going to have to have surgery. You have to have a rod. Yeah.
You said you just refer them.
Correct. So the important number you need to know. If it's below 20, just repeat that exercise in 6 months. Okay? So red flags, if they're stiff, if they're painful, if they're rapidly progressing, if they're progressing after skeletal maturity, so that RISR grade 35, or if they have any abnormal neurological findings. And then just because a lot of parents will ask, complementary therapies like PT, chiropractic, biofeedback, electrical stimulation have never really been shown to help with scoliosis. Okay. And then you just want to look at the kid all over and make sure he or she doesn't have another reason to be having scoliosis. All right? So in summary, many orthopedic conditions in kids you can handle, and parents just need to be reassured or need a little simple follow-up. All right? Skippy and septic arthritis or emergencies, they need to go to the hospital or to the orthopedics office right away. Okay? Moderate to severe scoliosis, club feet, DDH, like Capgras disease, while not emergent, should be followed by questions? All right, turn your sheet over. What is one thing we will do differently as a result of this section? You what? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Ann Hennessy was the one when I was in on my nursery rotation. She sat down and just gave this beautiful 3-minute talk. She's like, all right, in-tone's easy. Side of the foot, the shin of the thigh. And she sat down, she's like, you know, she walked in, she grabbed the kid, she said, here, look at the heel, look at the line of the thigh, see if they flop in and out. It's easy. I'm like, wow, it really is. Actually. Yeah. Done? I'll take them. That's fine. They're already hanging out.
I was taking my notes on that, and then when I saw this, I was like...